Hey guys, it's Tiana. Welcome to Storyhouse Books. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I promise you're going to have fun. And hit the bell to get notified on any new content. Update on subscribers. Guys, we are already at 243. Oh my god. So if you guys remember my last video, I told you guys at 300 we're going to give another giveaway. So the next one is going to be a full journal. In another series where we're actually working on the folio that we've given away at 200 users. This person's from Indonesia, so hopefully she's watching, and I will, as soon as we're done with the folio, it's coming to you, dear. What are you guys looking at? Well, you're looking at a really messy freaking desk. I've been like sitting here all day trying to come up with new ideas, something new, right, that you haven't seen before, or at least a new interpretation of something else. So what did I come up with? Well, honestly, I went through at least 3 different prototypes for folios. Like here's one. I was trying to recreate the Lapbook that I kind of destroyed during or after I stopped filming the Lapbook series, just because the glue that I was so in love with, the humidity here in Georgia must have altered it or weakened it, because it just came right off and the whole thing fell apart. I was so mad that I just tossed it in the garbage. Actually, I ripped it apart, took away the ephemera that was still usable. And anyway, so that's what I did. And I was trying to remember how to create it. And then I started creating this guy. And I'm having the same problem. Look at that. I don't know if it's the heat or what, but I cannot get this flipping stuff to stay down. And normally I don't have trouble. Well, okay, let me back up. I am using a different glue. I'm testing this stuff. It's supposed to be so great. It holds paper to paper, paper to plastic, metal to metal, metal to paper. Is distress collage medium. Now, I've been using it, and I will say that it holds most things. Like, it's fine, but I've been using it on this tape issue today, and it is just not doing the duty at all. So right now I'm going back to Fabritech to see if this will hold it, because this is part of this spine, reinforcement. So if this doesn't hold, then I'm gonna have a problem. But I gave you guys a sneak peek at this guy. This one is going to be pretty complicated, so this is going to be for later on. I'm building up to the more complicated ones for you guys. So this one is a 3-panel, main panels, okay? To the left, we got just trifold. We will have more in there, because these are inch spines. In the middle, so far I have one flip up, and I'll have another flip up that I haven't glued down, and then we have a pull out here, okay? And then over here is a magnetic envelope closure here. So there's that here and here, and there'll be more stuff inside. So this is the one that I'm working on to be next. I mean, no, not next, because it's going to be further down the line. Right now we're just working on a 4-panel at the moment. So anyway, you guys got a sneak preview of what we're going to be looking at in the future. Let's see. So what is this that we're looking at? Okay, so this is excuse me, I've been losing my voice all day today. Okay, so Lapbooks, right? I've been trying to figure out, I hear the word Lapbook and folio almost used interchangeably, right? So I started, well, Googling and going through YouTube and trying to figure out what everybody's definition of Lapbook versus folio. Now, here's what I've discovered, or what I've found out, or what I've understood, is a Lapbook is more of an educational, or it was spawned from an educational purpose, right? So students make these Lapbooks of mini books when they're doing a project or something, and it fits in their lap, right? Right. So it's, to me, it sounds like a folio, but just a little more extravagant, right? Like some of my folios, hell, I would say even some of my journals could be considered Lapbooks. Alice in Wonderland, that one, it had, the folding closure like a Lapbook does. That could totally be considered a Lapbook, because it had 2 parts to it, or whatever. One of my folios that I just sold, it had journals on the inside, as well as the folio flips and fold outs and whatnots. That could be considered a Lapbook, I guess. So, because that one kind of told a story. So, bottom line, sorry. I get really irritated with the whole definitions of certain things. Not that it's wrong. Of course, things need to be defined. But when you get people like, no, that's not a lap book, that's a folio. No, that's not a folio, it's a lap book. No, that's not a junk journal, that's a shabby journal. No, that's not a journal at all. You know what? If people spend as much time, calling people out and being rude, if they spend as much time just being nice, they'd be a lot happier for it. That's all I'm going to say. But I just got really, honestly, the more I looked, the more confused I got. So, what am I creating? Well, I'm going to create what I think a lap book is to me. Now, a lap book to me seems like if it's a hardcover or a more sturdier cover than a folder. The one I was watching, the tutorial I was recently watching this afternoon was by Nick the Booksmith. If you don't know who Nick the Booksmith is, go check them out. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description below. But she made hers out of 2 discarded book covers. So I don't have any discarded book covers. I'm still trying to get over destroying book. I know it's fine because a lot of my books that I have, I've claimed from book fairs or over in here in Georgia and Marietta in particular, 2 times a year, the libraries bring all their books to the Civic Center and sell them for like dirt cheap. It's just either that or they go to the bins. So I feel like I'm rescuing them, but at the same time, there's some of them like, there's so much beautiful stuff inside that I want to use, but I don't want to rip it out. Long story short, I don't have book covers. So I'm going to make one. And that's where we are. And as I was making it, I was like, you know what? I need to turn on the camera so people will know what the hell I was making. Right? So, my materials. These are flat canvases that I got from Dollar Tree. These are 8x10s that I've cut up. These are still 10 long, but they're 6 inches wide. These 2 panels here. Hopefully you guys can see it in the shot. Yeah, you can. Okay, so what I made so far is a 2-inch spine here. I've covered it with muslin and Mod Podge because I'm out of Tyvek. So this is what we're working with. Each panel, like I said, the spine is 2. This panel is 6x10. They started out as 8x10s that I got from Dollar Tree. I've got tons of them. So I figured I might as well start using them instead of spending more money on chipboard, right? Anyway, 2-inch spine. It's a 2x10. 2 main panels so far that are 6x10. So then, while that's drying, I went ahead and cut 2 1-inch spines for the turn, right? So when I say the turn, these let me get this out of the way here. And don't y'all make a noise about my dirty desk. I'm gonna buy a new craft mat eventually. All right, so when I say the turn, these 2 pieces are gonna go here. These 1-inch pieces, because they together would be the 2-inch spine, right? So they'll go here. I'm cutting 2 more down to 6x10s. Probably going to be 5x10s, just so it's not like right on top of each other. But they'll be like this. They'll come up to close like this, right? So you'll have, if you guys can picture this or not, but actually, here, my other book that has that kind of closure that I just finished, and I can't believe hasn't sold yet. But like this, okay? So it'll have that, but then it'll go actually inside as well. So it'll come around, up, turn, and go in. All right, that's what we're working on. I did that with Alice, version 1, that I finished up about a month ago. And I will say you have to consider the bulk of your cover because that will add bulk because you're turning it in. Right? So, anywho, that's what I'm trying to make, right? So, let me see. How am I going to do this? Now, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do everything and make it a lap book or make it not a lap. I don't know, you guys. I mean, shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to curse. I kind of did, though. Oh my god, my nasal freaking sinuses are so bad today. Okay, so I'm going to attach these. How am I doing that? Well, easy peasy, folks. If you don't know how to make a cover, this evening is for you. So, what I'm doing is, this is the spine, excuse me, goodness. And you want to make sure in between the spine and the panel is about 1/4 of an inch, okay? I do mine about 1/8 of an inch, really close together. So 1/8 of an inch is one of these tick marks. 1/4 of an inch is 2 of those. So mine's usually between 1/8 and 1/4. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put my Mod Podge down on the cover, making sure to cover that really well. Now, if you're using like cereal box covers or cookie box covers or boxes or whatever, keep in mind that this is a water-based glue and it will saturate your paper, your cardboard, and it could make it pucker a little bit. So just keep that in mind as you're doing this, that if it does that, don't worry, it will flatten out. Just put it underneath a couple real heavy books overnight and it'll flatten itself out. Okay. Just need to fix up these edges here. Come on down. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to take a muslin strip, since I don't have any tie back, and we are going to put this over the glue and covers. And this is going to give us our spines. Now, I go back over it with Mod Podge again, just to make sure it seals down, right? And then I will flip over that extra fabric up here. This will flip inside. Gosh darn it, I got things everywhere. Now don't be afraid with your glue. It's totally fine. You want to saturate it. It's what I find. Anything less, you're risking it coming apart. So like this over here, this is already pretty much dry, and it's, I mean, it's solid. That ain't going anywhere. Okay, just go right here the sides real quick. Make sure that seals well. All right, I'm gonna cut this off. And we're gonna do flip it. And then I'll put some more glue down and I'm going to flip the fabric in. Or fold it over the cover here. Just like that. And then make sure it seals down. Same thing down here. Do, 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 do. Okay, then we're just going to repeat on this side. Don't be afraid of your glue. And not everybody uses Mod Podge. Other people use different PVC glues, even Fabri-Tac. I've even seen people use art glitter glue, which I find that's crazy. It seems like a real waste of that kind of glue to just do this. But I mean, honestly, I swap back and forth. Sometimes I'll use double-sided tape with a little bit of Fabri-Tac in the middle. So I flip between that and like maybe like this, the Ultimate Crafter's Pick glue. I'll use this every once in a while. But majority of the time, if I'm making my own cover, I do it this way. Now, if you don't want to watch me do this, please feel free to fast forward. I don't do that. I don't speed up my videos just because, I mean, I might say something you might need to know. But feel free. I mean, don't not hurt my feelings if you want to fast forward to the next part of this. But just so you know, for future refer, I don't fast forward my videos. I also may not talk the entire time either. I don't just talk to talk. It's kind of find that annoying myself. So, just FYI, little things about me that you may need to know, want to know, don't care, whatever. Okay, that looks good. Let's flip it over, turn the fabric. Huh, okay. I cut it too soon. That's okay. Alright, let's put some more glue down here. There's plenty of a sponge brush. And just a smidge more over the top. Get down there. Stay down. Alrighty. I think we're good. Stay down. Stay down there. Okay. Bad paper. Bad muslin. Alright, so here we go. So this is dry, pretty much dry except for like in the middle there, I think. Besides dry all together. And you'll notice that ain't going anywhere. I'm not gonna jack it up but on purpose, but you know, it ain't going anywhere. Now this one on the other hand, I just futzed with, so I'm going to put that back down. Okay, now I think I should stop futzing with this and let this dry before we go forward. So I'm going to pause here and I will be back once this dries. It stops acting all crazy. Alright, we'll let this dry. Actually, we can work on the other side while that dries. So let's do that. So as not to waste time. As not to waste time. I know y'all's time is precious. So let's keep going here. I'm not really too pleased with the way this side came out. We'll have to just make it see. We might have to glue off my hands. Alright, I'm going to pause for a second. I will be right back, you guys. Alright, you guys, I'm back. So, okay, so while we're in that dryer, we're going to work on the other side of this. And here's the other spine here. Actually, I need to cut the other piece, as a matter of fact, that I sat down. Where did I sit it? Y'all, where did I do with it? There it is. Okay, this is going to be 6. I think that's what I do with the other one. I'm thinking I might want to do it to 5. I don't know. What do you think? You know what? We'll leave it at 6, and if I have to cut it down, I'll cut it down. How about that? Alright. Let's measure 2 inches here on the board. Excuse me. Goodness. There and there. That looks about right there. Okay. Alright, we're going to cut off 2 inches off of our board here, whatever supplies you're using. I got these little craft knives at Hobby Lobby, and let me tell you, these little dudes are sharp and they cut good. They cut well, or whichever is better, proper English. So, that quick that cuts through there. It's better than my my big beast cutting board. Alright, so that should be 6, and it is. Alright, let's grab this little tiny spine here. Let's move this down here while that dries over there. And let's put the spine in. Let's push this up so we're actually on the craft mat and not dropping glue on the floor. And we'll use this side here. I'm going to use this line here to line everything up. So let's get lined up here. Now don't worry about it if your lines aren't straight on your pieces. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. once you attach the muslin or the Tyvek or whatever material you're using, it'll be fine. It'll be covered up anyway. Nobody's gonna see it. So, okay, let me see if this is wide enough here. Not quite. Let's try this piece. I feel a lot better about that one. Yep, I'm gonna do this one. All right. Let's get our glue on, right? Let's thread out of here. Threads everywhere. Get all stuck to my fingers now. I'm covered in glue, literally, on my fingers. I'm covered in glue today. Been working so hard trying to come up with some new stuff for you guys, and I do have some things. So I'll be filming a lot more tomorrow, and even into the late evening tonight. I'll be filming some stuff and doing a couple tutorials, which will be fun. One of them is going to be based on specimen cards and specimen page tabs and specimen file folders. Anything you can cut a hole in and put a bug in. It's one of the ones I'm filming tonight. What else? Flip-flop book. I made one recently. I didn't understand the purpose of them before, but I actually had fun after I created it. It's kind of a little bit of a spooky Halloween themed kind of deal. But I like it, and I want to show you guys how to make one like mine. It's a little bit bigger than other ones. It's got more panels, a couple more panels than what I normally see. Mine's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think 12 or 14 panels. I like doing bigger ones than everybody else. I don't know. Anyway, that's one thing I'm working on filming tonight. And then there's a 4-pocket pull-out like deal flip-out thing that I saw Seven Plaza do a while back that I want to share with you guys. And of course, whatever tutorials that I show you guys that is not my work, that I'm just reiterating or showing you my interpretation of what I saw. I'll always put the link to their channel in the bottom. You're more than welcome. Please go check them out. There's a reason I watch them, because they're good. And Seven Plaza is probably she's just amazing. I love her. And my other big fave is Tanya Samuels. Her, and then I've recently discovered Crafty by Tony and Shabby Dabby Doodah. Those are my 4 go-tos right now, or they have been for a while. So kind of what I like to do is I watch tons of videos, and I like watching videos to see if I can interpret it in a different way, or how I can change it to make it a little bit my style or unique, right? I don't want to just copy everybody else. But then again, there's only so many different ways you can fold paper, right? I mean, really. So it's most things have been done, and if they haven't, it's rare. For instance, my junk album spine technique. I personally haven't seen anybody do this. But, like I said, I personally have not seen anybody else do this. I'm not claiming this technique to be mine. Just because somebody probably has thought of it before. I'm just showing you how I do what my technique is, right? So I don't want anybody getting on my channel saying that's not your idea. Maybe it's not. Well, maybe it is, you know? I haven't seen anybody else do it. But if you have, please let me know. I'd like to see how they did it. But point is, what was my point? I think I lost my train of thought. Totally. Right then. Oh, right. I like to just interpret it what I see, you know, and see how I can incorporate that into my style and make it not a copy, not a regurgitation, but something that came from my mind and my creative thoughts and my process, right? So anyway, so that's some of the things I'm doing tonight. What else am I doing? I think that's all I'm gonna be able to handle tonight because it's already after 9:30 on a Saturday. Anywho, all right, so let's flip this over and fold the paper. This one's still drying. Break out maybe I'll break out the embossing tool and get that thing moving. All right, now since everything is moved, oh, good Lord, everything's just being difficult today. I should have let it dry before I moved it. I'll let it dry a little more anyway. So now we gotta do this all over. That is just annoying. That's all get out. Oh, my redneck showed. Sorry. Yes, that is annoying as all get out. I said it. Ugh. Darn it. Ah, God darn it. I'm not gonna cuss. When my daughter was born, well, not when she was born, but before she was born, I used to have a really bad potty mouth. And then when I got pregnant, I decided I was going to try to stop that. So I came up with what I call alternative curse words. So my GDs became gosh darn it's. You'll hear me use Jiminy Christmas, God bless America, mother flippers, shut the front door, those types of things. So yeah, I try really hard not to curse. Because, oof, I used to have a bad temper too, y'all. This was way before I was crafting. I even changed the way I dressed after that, in my late 30s. Because I was always like a big black and red girl. And one day, I just thought, you know what? I'm going to try baby pink as my color. Instead of always wearing black and red or, that was my thing. And it was like, maybe the red just makes me angry. I'll tell you what, it actually worked. I was so much more calm with the colors baby pink around me. I even bought a baby pink. Now, I'm not talking neon pink like this. No, I'm talking baby pastel pink. Very, very light. I'm surprised I don't have anything around me with it. Let me see. Do I have anything? Ah, here we go. My headphones for when I go shooting. Or my headgear. This is the color pink I'm talking about, right? This is my headgear when I go shoot at the range. My daughter got them for me. She knows what I like, and that baby pink is it. And I tell you what, that color, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a suggestive thought, subconscious thing, but it did make me a lot calmer. I wasn't so angry all the time. Just kind of like, oh, yay, pink. Yay. Alright, let me see if I can move this now without it moving too much. Stop it. Okay, I think the weight of the rest of the book is too much for it. Yeah, it's already moved again. Alright, let's see if we can just place it down and then glue the rest of it. It's just if I put too much more glue on this material, it's going to be too soaked, and I'm afraid it'll weaken. So let's just go ahead and finish this side up best we can. I see just a little bit up. I've had that song stuck in my head all day. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't help it. I'll just start singing it out of the blue. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Queen. A song by Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. It was on the radio today, and I haven't been able to get it out of my head since. That one and REO Speedwagon song. I'm gonna keep on loving you. I've heard that those two songs have been playing over and over in my head today, all night long. I'm gonna keep on. I'm not even gonna try it. Sorry. Okie dokie artichoke. Do. Get down. Okay. Let's grab another piece of muslin. I think I'll blow my nose here. Make it a second, y'all. Sorry. Okay. Let's get this glue down. See, it's already coming through. I can see it. I can tell. It's starting to saturate the board. This cardboard. Or whatever kind of chipboard this is. Or whatever they use to make canvases. Alright. Alright, more glue. Like I said, don't be afraid to use glue. Rather have too much than not enough, for sure. Now you notice I'm not using any fancy brushes. This is just a sponge brush I got from the Dollar Tree. It's perfectly fine to use, in my opinion. Others may think differently, but I think it's just fine. It does its duty. I throw them out as soon as I'm done. I don't bother trying to clean them because it's a pain. And I get a bag of them for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, so this works just fine for me. And I think we are good. Let's make sure these sides are down well. Alright. I don't want to flip it. I'm afraid to. So let's do this. I want to close the book and then flip it if I can get it up. There we go. Okay. And it moved, of course. Oh well. It is what it is, right? So let's just pat it down like that. I think it got stuck on the glue that's actually on my craft table at the moment. Get this turned over, center it down, and get it up off of this table as soon as possible. Turn this one over as well. Oh, glue on my fingers. Look at that. That's a good one. I'm just covered in glue. Okay. Now, if I can get some of this glue off my finger. Okay. Let's see if I can get this up without pulling. Can I do it? Yep. Yep. Now we can dry. Let me clean some of this off here. Well, that's as good as it's going to get for right now. Well, yeah, that's as good as it's going to get for right now. I need to scrape my craft mat for sure. It's nothing but glue. Glue and paint. Alright, if I get my little residue eraser, I can get some of this glue off my fingers too while we're waiting for it to dry. So I'm going to pause. And I will come back as soon as this stuff dries and we can move on with the video. Okay, hang tight. I'll be right back. Alright guys, that's taking a little bit longer than I expected for it to dry. So what we'll do is we'll finish tonight here. So we've made the book cover. We're just waiting for it to dry. Part 2, we will go ahead and get started on the cover. We'll go ahead and cover the cover. I have some ideas, maybe use some wallpaper or something. But we'll cover the cover of our Lapbook folio, whatever you want to call it, our new project. How about that? We're going to call it that, our Lapbook project. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. If you would, leave a comment if you want to be entered in the next giveaway. 300 subscribers. We're going to give away that new journal. I think it's going to be the pink Victorian one I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. What else? They'll be on the lookout for the tutorials that I'm doing and more parts of the 4-panel folio, the junk album. And I haven't started the book, my journal yet. I don't know, that Alice took a lot out of me when I finished that one. So I'm kind of scared to start another one right now. But I will. And when I do, you know, of course I'm going to film it. I'm also going to be doing a couple things like testing new products, right? The thing that I get. I just got a whole bunch of stamps, and I want to show them to you guys, see what you guys think, and just so you know what's out there, how it works in real life before you buy it. Maybe I think it might be helpful. So I'll do that until it's not helpful. What else? We'll also be doing a what's up in the store video, where I show you anything that's new that's in the store or stuff that I've never shown you before. I've got a lot of stuff that I haven't put up in the store yet that I haven't had time to take the pictures and do the stuff and do the description, blah 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 blah. I just haven't had time, you know, and I kind of hate doing it. I hate putting up listings. So if there's anything you guys see and that you're interested in purchasing, just leave me a comment or email me at tiana.story@gmail.com, or send me a message through the Etsy shop. It's the Story House, and that's haus.etsy.com. I think that's it. Be on the lookout for tutorials. I got a long list of things that I want to do. Where's my Maker's book? My new Maker's book, by Book 2. So yeah, what is my list here? Oh, this is a folio design. That's the wrong book, y'all. Is it the right book? No, that's the wrong book. It should be, I've got too many books. Here we go. Ideas for content, yeah, supply hauls. Oh, my flip-flop journal. This guy over here is so cute. Let me grab it. This one. I think it's so cute. Look at it. I love this thing. And it's got paper in between each thing. It just keeps going on. I mean, oh, look at this. How cute is that? Cut. Coffin. I love that. So cute. Anywho, I'm going to show you guys how to make this. Folio basis from start to finish. So, since my folios seem to have grown in popularity, I'm going to do you guys a favor. I'm going to be creating base folios. Now, what is that? It'll be a blank folio. You'll have all the flips that I've shown you guys, but it'll be a completely neutral surface. I haven't decided if I was going to include ephemera or whatnot and what that would look like, but that's something that I'm thinking about doing. And even like doing like a mass make of them. So that's one thing. Let's see. Coffin shaped accordion tag, I think will be fun. I've got this thing called a drawbridge pocket, which looks kind of cool. It kind of opens up once you untie it. It's really neat. Mini file folders, of course, from 7 Plaza. Journal series on Alice 2.0. Horizontal folio. Oh, a book of folios. That's what I want to do. I saw Tanya Samuels do one, and that is a challenge, let me tell you. So I'm looking forward to trying it. Let's see. What else did we do? That's pretty much it of what's going on right now. Ooh, stamping backgrounds. I got so many stamps right now. I want to stamp some backgrounds with you guys. That'll be fun. Anywho, alright, I think that's enough for tonight. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining. Wish me luck with the drawing and with my stupid camera boom. Ugh. Alright, you guys. Have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later.